Oh, we rolling deep with the Jets on the rise. A team full of dreams under these bright skies. The world is our stage, we ain't gonna hide. Green and white till we die. Jets worldwide, wide, wide. Johnny Boy and Snowball in the zone. Yeah, we're family here, never alone. Jets worldwide, this is where we shine. A true dedication, victory's our sign. Green and white forever, we in our prime. You know we gon' ride, just give it some time. 2025, hear the crowd going wild. You know we spittin' truth, nothing but style. A city that never sleeps, we going buck wild. Our hearts beat as we Jets worldwide, wide, wide. Victory's a feeling, we won't let go.
Hi, it's us.
We made it through another insane week. We're here. It's Friday. You got paid. We all got paid. We don't spend it. So we come to Jets Worldwide, wide, for some good therapy. It is Friday. I'm hyped. I'm excited. Cannot wait. The weekend is here. Snowball, I look forward to every single Friday when it's just you and I chilling and we get to bring on a special guest, kind of be able to talk about things, get an understanding of what happened, what the hell is going on with this team. I don't know. You don't know. I think when we talk during game days, we're like, I hate this team. And you're like, with all my heart. And we just go bonkers and nuts. But anyways, I'm going to slow it down real quick because it's Friday and I'm feeling right. I got the goose. I'm feeling loose. Snowball?
I'm just letting you spit. You're just, you're all over the place. But
I am.
It's Friday, and you know what that means. In the heart of all Jets fans, this is when hope springs eternal, right? It's Friday, and we've gone through the week. We had a Monday night game, so Tuesday is regret, Wednesday is shock, Thursday is kind of like post-mortem, and then Friday we start to get hope back, and we're like, all right, you know what? Bring on Dallas, and let's see what we can do, because I think we're going to win again. And you know what? We stand there with legs spread wide open and wait for the kick. So we don't know. Maybe the kick misses, or maybe the kick hits us right straight in the groin. So you never know what's going to happen with these lovable New York Jets. But we have someone waiting backstage to bring on. I don't know if you want to. Should we bring him on right now? Like, I'm anxious to let people in, and we have a lot of people watching the show. So what do you say? You want to bring him in?
So my man, he is an individual that likes wrestling like I do as well, right? So I'm one of the cats that always goes on his show, and I do bring it up. I'm like, hey, did you just see what happened? Dude, AJ Lee is back. Can you believe that? Who is John Cena going to fight in his last match? I don't know. People think it might be Brock Lesnar. I don't think it's going to be Brock Lesnar. I want to see it beat The Rock, right? With Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock, and let's redo that all over again. How much viewership it brought in. The cats are doing it. But you have the voice of a great announcer to bring him in. So I think you should do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, weighing in at, we don't know how much he weighs, at a height of undisclosed heights. His name has been known far and wide throughout the land as Paul Esden Jr.
But you know him as Boy Green, and we call him BG.
We call him Boy Green. Hi, BG. Hi, BG.
What is going on, baby? Jets worldwide, wide. We're here, baby. How about them Jets? I'm fired up. So it's great to finally connect the dots and get back on the gosh darn program. This is a hard party to crack. I've been waiting outside the club for a while. I keep going up. The bouncer doesn't have my name on it. I'm like, okay, I'll go to the back of the line. So it's good to be here, folks. So appreciate you.
You know who the bouncer is, right?
Who's that?
That's your guy, man. It's the guy that you're having this awesome tailgate with coming up this Sunday. So
Woody, woohoo!
Shout out to Woody's in the building.
I don't see your name on the list here.
Yeah, that's a very long list. But hey, I've cracked the group. It feels great. Yeah.
So welcome in. We have many things to discuss.
Okay.
This evening. Number one, let's start off like promos right away, right?
Ooh, great.
Promos right away, because I think that's very important.
Sure.
Promos right away. You're having an event tomorrow evening.
Yes, sir.
No crashers, right? No crashers tomorrow evening, but I'm
Right.
proud to say that I will be there.
Yes.
Yeah, and then you're having a tailgate.
That's
like-
true. It's
like
a double
us.
dip. I will
Yeah.
tell you, for the thing tomorrow night, you said no crashers. I mean, we do have a couple of spots left. So if people would like to stop by, feel free to do so. But try to let me know in advance, because there is a limit eventually to how many people could be there. You've already been there before, Snowball, with the great Jake Asman.
Yes.
As Maniac event at the Cloverleaf Tavern there in Caldwell, New Jersey. We wanted to do this for Chef. We're all probably going to meet up and eat somewhere. Why not do it at Chef Kevin Gilbert's restaurant? So that'll be tomorrow night. If you're watching this live, that'll be Saturday, October 4th at 7:30. We'll be in the upstairs private room. So if you go to the front, just explain you want to go to the private upstairs room for a private party that's happening. And yes, it's going to be amazing. Chef Kevin Gilbert's going to be there. Many Boy Green Coffee Club members are going to be there. My pop's going to be there. It's going to be a wonderful time. So, yes, if you guys are in the neighborhood, whether you're coming to the game with us or not, because Snowball has some other priorities to do on Sunday that he apparently can't be there. So he did carve in time for Saturday, so you guys can do that out at the universe too. And then we have the tailgate on Sunday, which is going to be awesome. I can't wait.
I can't help it. I got married.
Yeah,
So,
I
like,
know. Some
what
of
am I
us
gonna
do. Some of us stay in the engaged phase. But hey, different strokes. Yeah.
Yeah, well, listen,
I would say no comment on that, because I've met his lovely fiance and I'm on her side on this one over here,
There you
right? So
There you go.
but hey,
oh, okay.
my understanding is that this event Saturday night, it's a full black tie affair. So you have to be suited up the whole nine.
Absolutely not. You can wear whatever the hell you want to wear out there in the universe. I mean, I'm expecting a lot of different ensembles, quite frankly, coming in there at the Cloverleaf Tavern. So that will be interesting to see faces to places. That'll be a lot of fresh people I've never seen before. Snowball, of course, I've already met before. We did a tailgate last year with Nick Shine. Shout out to Nick Shine. And that was cool to meet a couple of people. But yeah, there's a lot of people I'm meeting for the first time tomorrow night. Indy Jets is supposed to be there. Philly Noodles, DNY for life. I'm going to miss a lot of people. But yeah, there's going to be a ton of people there. And then even more people at the tailgate the next day, which will be spectacular.
So I am excited to have you on here, right?
Mhm.
So you run your show. You are a one-man show every single morning at 7:30. My man does not miss. This dude's back had a disc that was like bulging out, and like, he was still there rocking, talking. We had some of the words he said, I had no understanding what he was saying.
There was some slurring going on there. Yeah.
But it was all right. But tonight, I'm excited to have you here, because I feel like you are going to be able to fully break down a lot of the stuff that I feel like at times you don't get to say it, because you just are running so much stuff going on at once.
Sure. Yeah.
So to be able to have you just kind of sit back, chill, relax, hang out with us, and talk about what's going on with the New York Jets. So right now, Jets Worldwide, wide, right? Welcomes Boy Green. He 7:30 every single day. So make sure you guys go check him out. All right. Boy Green Daily. But on your show, on a lot of shows, there is a lot of people right now that are so disappointed with Justin Fields, right? My understanding with all of this is that, Justin Fields is not a good quarterback. He can't progress the correct way, right? He tends to hold the ball a lot, right? His mechanics are not there. He shuffles his feet too much, et cetera, et cetera. I am somebody that begs the different in regards to that, because I think what Justin Fields is doing here, if you had insert old player name as the quarterback before, it would not be good. Okay. And we're gonna talk a little bit about it today. So if you guys are watching it live right now here with us, please smash the like, hit the sub, come on over to Jets Worldwide. Why? We're a growing channel. And first and foremost, we do appreciate you, BG, giving us the time to be able to discuss this. But let's get into it, right?
Yeah.
We had the game that just passed. So Snowball and myself, we kind of pride ourselves on Friday night that, like he just stated, Monday we were some terrible individuals. We were just nuts. We were crazy. We had, if we would have been on here, we probably would have been kicked out of YouTube. Okay, so let's just say
typing many curses. Yes,
exactly. Right. Tuesday, I have no idea. I'm still pretty pissed, but it's starting to kind of go away. Wednesday, I'm like, man, baby, here we go, because I'm getting ready to rock and roll. Thursday, I'm all the way in. Then Friday comes, and I'm like, hell yeah, we're beating some cowgirls' asses this upcoming Sunday, right?
Yeah.
So, big shout out to a former NFL quarterback by the name of Chase Daniel. A lot of you guys might know who he is, right? But I love his podcast. His podcast is amazing because he breaks down quarterbacks. It's actually called The Breakdown. Literally, that is the name of his YouTube channel.
How did he come up with the name?
Because he really does break it down.
The world may never know.
Being able to hear it, first and foremost, if you guys are like me, right, there tends to be a lot of film that does go out there, and it's very lengthy, right? And I'm like, I'm all right. I saw the game. Like, give me the plays that you're like, he messed up here, could have done better here, or he did good on this thing, that if there was somebody else, you would see it completely collapse. So with that being said, we're going to talk about it tonight, right? Us three are going to watch it with everybody here. So chat, we want you guys to tell us what you guys see, what you guys think about it. If we like the actual comment, we're going to highlight it, put it up here as well. But we're going to talk a little bit about the actual game against the Dolphins. It was a heartbreak. We beat ourselves. I, to this day, will continue to keep saying and pounding the table that I truly feel like we could have beaten a lot of these teams. And I think that the individuals that lost is ourselves in the sense that we beat ourselves. Okay. So BG, thoughts on this? Snowball, thoughts on this?
Let's do this. Let's get it done. Let's get it going, and let's play it. All right. So here we're bringing up the screen. I'll be at the helm, and I think we have some. Okay, so we're playing, and if you want to pause, you let me know.
So make sure you guys hold on real quick. Down here on the actual little ticker itself, that's his actual YouTube channel. Guys, if you guys like what you see on it, please go on over there, subscribe, and watch it. He breaks down a lot of film. It is awesome. It's all about the quarterback as well. He breaks down the Pittsburgh game and what he saw about Justin Fields. Prior to the season, he broke down a lot of Justin Fields film to kind of get you into what Justin Fields could potentially be. But these are some of his plays. It's 12 minutes long. We're going to pause between the different plays and then discuss.
All right, here we go.
Is struggling. There was zero time for him to throw the football a couple nights ago when they played, and then this Miami defense, which I do like their jerseys. They seem to know every time.
Okay, wait. I don't like their jerseys, but let's keep going.
I don't. And what he said in the beginning,
and was able to pressure just like right here. Like it's just they're bringing 7 guys, and it was a bunch of this all night. And I sort of like what they're doing. First of all, they need to get Garrett Wilson the ball more, but they're motioning from here all the way over to run a deep post, and they're trying to run a sail route right there for a combination. And it's a half field read. That's what Justin Fields really likes. That's what he does a good job with. But you can see right here, there's just nothing. There's this guy scot-free, and you're going to see a lot of this, like this dude running back trying to block. But luckily, Justin Fields, there's the line of scrimmage. I mean, that's an easy, 18-yard run. And that's really where he shines. And it's hard as a pass.
So we've watched this before. Do you want to go through this again or what?
Yeah. So in the very beginning of this part in this play itself, he says that the offensive line is struggling. On the last show, I said, hey guys, do you guys think that the line is struggling like a little bit? I think we're kind of getting exposed. oh no, we're not, and nobody wants to hear it. I think with us, you say something bad about the Jets, and it's like I'm about to come in, kick your butt because you can't talk about the Jets. But we're all Jet fans here, so we're the only individuals that could talk about it. But yeah, play it, and you guys could see this actual view of it to see what we're talking about.
Sir, to get back there and to show you what you do well when you don't have enough time to do that. Tight end, extra O lineman. So 13 jumbo, because you're calling a jumbo this guy right here. 13, one back, 3 tight ends, and then you have Garrett Wilson. I like this personnel a lot. It's just I felt like the Dolphins knew exactly what Fields was doing, and when Fields was passing.
So are we stopping and diagnosing that play then?
So that's the play. So everybody saw it, right, on what just happened. Okay. So BG, you're the guest.
Yes.
Give me your thoughts in regards to this.
Well, I'll tell you right off the top that Jeremy Ruckert is booty cheeks. I mean, we talked about okay. Jeremy, I'll do a sped up version because I know we have a lot of plays to get into here. Jeremy Ruckert, when he was first drafted, of course, we're all excited. The story was easy. He's a longtime Jet fan. Bill Ruckert, his dad, crazy Jet fan. That's all good. But then when we got to the actual football on the field, Jeremy Ruckert stinks. Has stunk. Couldn't block, couldn't catch, had been terrible. And then heading into this year, we heard Tony Richardson say that he took him under his wing to learn some more fullback, and they were supposed to use him in all these creative ways. And I was like, man, I don't even know if this guy should make the roster. Long story short, he makes a roster, and Jeremy Ruckert through the first couple of weeks isn't terrible. He's not a superstar, but he's not terrible. I'm like, okay, he can be a serviceable guy. And then he's completely imploded again back into the same player that he was. So, yeah, Jeremy Ruckert is awful. And obviously that's highlighted here on this play. He's got a very simple responsibility. It's to pass protect. You're seeing it here where he's supposed to pass protect against a defensive back. You know what? Tight end versus defensive back, I like those odds. I like how they measure up size-wise, height, weight, speed. That should be at least a win or even Steven for Jeremy Ruckert, where that's where it is. And it is so clearly not that, which is terrible because they're relying on him in this one-on-one scenario on the right side of your screen to be able to do that, and obviously he can't.
Exactly.
Gets beat outright. He goes right and goes left, and the rest is history.
Yeah.
Lucky he didn't get called for a grab.
Right.
And Justin Fields, if he were, how old is Justin Fields?
26.
Yeah.
26. So if he was like, what, 15 years older, right? 15 years older?
Yeah, 15 for Aaron Rodgers. Right. If Aaron Rodgers is in that play, Aaron Rodgers dies. Okay. Yeah. That's just what I just, there's a lot of people going, Aaron Rodgers. Look at that play right there. Aaron Rodgers is dead. He dies on the football field right there if that play happens. So I think that has to go into the context of, oh, would you rather have this quarterback or this quarterback? I think that's a great example right there.
So with that being said, BG, right? Exactly. I don't have to say anything more because you said it all. That's exactly my thoughts in regards to this. Bump Aaron Rodgers. I don't even think there's a lot of other quarterbacks that are in this league that would be able to do what Justin Fields does. Let's name them. I probably would say Lamar. I think Baker does it. Pat Mahomes, of course.
And what are you saying for this? What is this?
That would be able to essentially
would have escaped that
escape that type of blitz.
Okay.
But and I don't even think Mahomes now, maybe because his steps are a little bit slower. I don't know, but
it's a small list.
Exactly. It's a super small list in players that have that. In the beginning of the season, we knew that we were going to have growing pains. And that right there, for me, shows you the value of what Justin Fields brings to the table. Does he need to clean up a lot of other things? Yeah, but you could say that about every single quarterback that's out there. But to say that this guy is straight booty cheeks, it's crazy to me. Like, I don't see it. I don't see it. So, Snowball, thoughts on that play?
I think actually, before we play this, I think also I want to shout out to Dylan Terraman because he has diagnosed. I've listened to him, and he has diagnosed that every time that Justin Fields goes under center, right? That his tendency is he's not going to drop back and pass. It's going to be play action or a handoff. So when Chase Daniel says, it's almost like Miami knows what he's going to do. Well, they did know what he was going to do because he was under center. So if he's under center, his tendency, and this has happened numerous times, that he either goes into play action or hands the ball off. So don't call it like, they're not clairvoyant. They've been watching tape. So, all right. Anyway, we're going into this play. This is the Braylon Allen. This is the dive for the end zone.
The momentum killer.
Yeah,
that's what I call this one.
Now,
out of the sales.
If you just look up at the top, there, you have. Again, I'm not an X's and O's guy, but the guy who's kind of walking to the top of the screen right now, right? He is the man who causes the turnover. So
which one is he? Can you just like highlight him with your?
I can't because
your mouse.
You're not going to see my mouse. Do you see my mouse?
I do. Yeah,
you,
you do. Okay,
so him.
It's this guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
He will come in. He will follow the extra end to come in, and he will dive into the center and then do like this crazy move where he pirouettes and dives backwards and punches the ball out. We'll kind of go through the whole thing here.
When Fields was passing. So good game plan by Miami, bad game plan by the Jets. Here we go. Extra jumbo tight end, 13. I like their running backs a lot. I think they can run really well.
So now he's getting ready. He sees the run coming.
Well, and
stops, and now pirouettes and goes back to the goal line.
Look how much beef
here's
we
one
have.
Where this one's tough because this should have been a touchdown. It would have been their first points of the game, and I'm going to show you this because I thought, one, Justin made the right decision. Two, this is the difference in the game because they ended up losing. And I want to watch this angle right here. It's just inside zone, right? Which means, hey, we're just running zone inside, right down your throat. We're bigger than you are. I mean, look at all this beef in here. You're running right behind there, and you're running just full zone, so you can keep it there. You're going to cut back, and then just you can't right there, right? This guy punching it. You just can't do that, man. That's Justin's thinking, hey, he's happy, he's excited.
Look at 66. He's like, we scored.
Joe Tippmann.
Yeah, dude.
Tippmann's like, we're in.
Tippmann.
By the way, don't do that. That's bad
yes.
news, Bears. Drew Brees imagery, anyone?
Yep, pause it right there.
All
right. So let's talk about it. I'm so happy that he said about Justin Fields diving for that ball. I don't know if anybody remembers when Drew Brees did that and he broke his clavicle and he was out for the season and all that. That's the first thing that went through my mind. I said, please, Justin Fields, get up. Please, Justin Fields, get up. Because if you see the way he lands, it's super, super awkward. He went
it's a very compromising position. We all, I don't know how many of us on the panel have played football before.
I have,
but you go for a loose ball. I mean, all kinds of messed up stuff happens at the bottom of a pile, and especially when you're diving and other guys are coming on top of the ball too. I mean, those live ball scenarios are wild.
Exactly. I mean, look, Justin Fields thinks we scored. He's like, whoa, we scored. Yeah. Oh, right there. When he's diving like that.
Yeah.
Right. And you see the other defender, like literally right there. And he's going,
the top right there. Yeah.
I was just like, oh my goodness. Like, it's a free shot on our quarterback and something could happen. So I want to ask you this, right? The play was there. The running game was working. It kills the momentum of the game itself. BG, should Justin Fields, right? And this is why I wanted to bring up this play, and I'm glad we did. Should he taken it out of his stomach and ran it himself, right? Yeah. Or should he have kept it to where he had the play because the play was there? And why?
Hindsight's 2020. Braylon Allen fumbles. We could, I'd run that play if I could, if I had the chance to run that play 10 times and I don't know the result. I'm handing it off to, if I'm Justin Fields in that RPO situation, I'm putting it in the belly of Braylon Allen, and I'm trusting my teammate. I'm trusting the play that was designed. I'm trusting Andrew Beck to just motion into the backfield to provide additional beef through the A and B gap. Like, no, it sucks that he fumbled it. Braylon should have protected the biscuit a little bit better, diving towards the end zone. I'm sure everyone's going to love me quoting Bill Belichick on this show, but I'm reading his book that has nothing to do with his girlfriend in there, and he talks all the time about how he used to punish his players if they attempted to even dive because the risk versus reward. Fumble, ball goes out of the back of the end zone, it's a touchback, other team's ball, versus just get as far as you can, double cover it, and then we'll just have another play, live to have another play. So I think Braylon, a young guy that had never fumbled at the NFL level until this fumble just occurred, I think that's just a lesson. The Dolphins player that Snowball highlighted with his high-level mouse pointer there, like him coming back and punching the ball out, savvy play by the Dolphins to not give up when it appeared that Braylon Allen was going to score. No, Justin made the right decision. Look at how the play develops. If keeping it, and he was moving laterally, so he would have had to try to overcome the difference of another lateral defender. I don't like that game. I thought it was more open up the field with Braylon Allen. It just sucks it was a fumble.
Did you see how beefy the whole
Very
line
beefy.
looked, man? Right? It was like I saw that and I'm like, damn, man, I would run behind that all day.
It was not wimpy. It was beefy, right?
Very beefy.
Exactly. So being able to see that for myself, I'm seeing all that other than the fumble, right? I'm like, damn, man, we have something here. Like this offense that we have, we would have killed for it maybe 2 years ago when our defense was like top defense, one of the top defenses in the league. And all we asked, right, if we would have scored more than I think was 17 points a game, and I think we're averaging Snowball like over 20 something,
23,
right? We would have won so many games. Should have, could have, would have happened, whatever. It didn't, and everything.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But the reason I'm glad he brought up that play was because there was a lot of people that said, that's the reason why Justin Fields is not a good quarterback, because he should have read what was going on and pulled the ball and ran it himself, and then he would have scored because it was so open. No, you had all them guys over there. He's having to try to go to the edge. Them guys are super fast, so they'll be able to cut that edge really, really quickly. Chase Daniel, again, if you guys like his stuff and what he's breaking down right now, please, on the ticker, go check him out. I like what he's doing, because first and foremost, the way he breaks it down is, for myself, simple.
Sure.
It's awesome. Make it easy for me and all that. And big shout out to DT too, because Dylan Turman does great work, baby. Man. DT in the building. All right, so next play.
All right, here we go. Nobody understands Justin Fields.
Drew Brees injury, anyone? All right, back to more Justin stuff. I like this. I thought they were good pre-snap. They moved a lot. They did some decent stuff. It wasn't anything crazy formationally, but you're going to move there to there. I will say they either pressured everyone, or the Dolphins played zone coverage where Justin had to check it out, because I'm just watching through the entire game. There was not a lot of stuff open here. They're pressuring him. Nice third down conversion. Nothing too crazy about this. I like what they're doing. They're going out and they're going in, and they want this pick called right here. It doesn't make sense. And then you're going here over the ball. So you really want to read the out route to the wrap route to this like sort of sit route right here. And they're able to find a completion. I did not think this was PI at all. Let's watch this. Let's watch his footwork. Let's watch everything. Mm-hmm. They ended up bringing 20 right through the A gap. The protection, if they weren't pressuring, was good. Now, when they were pressuring, not so good. 32 right here. It's a good pickup.
What? That was a good pickup? Hold on a second.
No. Watch what he says, though. Watch what he says, though, after that. Watch what he says.
Let's watch this. Let's watch his footwork.
Isaiah Davis whiffs
He
Watch
100% whiffed.
everything.
But he breaks it
Ended up
down.
bringing
Watch.
20 right through the A gap. The protection, if they weren't pressuring, was good. Now, when they were pressuring, not so good. 32 right here.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So watch what he says now about him.
It's a good pickup until he misses. Like, you want to
Okay.
not drop your head like that. But Justin's going to the right spot at the right time. Let's watch his footwork. Left, right, left. Okay. Still really
just
long
real quick,
release.
how
The
can you
ball
say
is
good until he misses? So it was bad.
Well, what he's saying is that
He made a move.
he essentially picked up. He saw
I guess
what the linebacker was doing, right? Because he was shifting all over to come. But he put his head down.
he delayed him at least to get
Yes.
to Justin Fields, which allowed Justin Fields to make the pass. I guess. Right.
Exactly.
Isaiah Davis became a speed bump.
But this is
Right.
how you do not essentially, right?
I see. Okay.
Pick up
Like that
somebody
won't
like
work
that.
every time, but that worked this time.
It worked this time.
But look, everyone else is doing their job on the line.
Sure.
So,
Look.
we're
Look, yeah,
okay.
look across. Olu, Simpson, Myers top, Armand Membu's been spectacular. Yes.
Right.
Across the board.
Everyone's doing their
way
job.
down here, and he gets it up there. And you're going to see a couple times where he is
Good read, good throw
inaccurate
by
with the
Fields.
football. But you see right there, like, back foot off, not the best mechanic.
And to tell you,
So
who
he
is-
talks
who
about
is
them.
who's the receiver that
I
Is
can't
that
see the numbers blurred.
83?
but-
Can't see it.
83?
Josh Reynolds.
Josh Reynolds. He barely touches. Watch in the upper right hand corner.
Okay,
Barely.
I'm watching now. Yep.
Oh no, actually he does. He does clip him. So
Long release. The ball is way down here, and he gets it up there. And you're going to see a couple times where he is
Oh yeah, he definitely
inaccurate with the
clipped him.
football.
That's
Yeah.
definitely PI. He shoulders his ass.
yeah,
That should have been a
You
pick.
see
call.
right there, like, back foot off, not the best mechanics.
Oh
Obviously,
God!
this is his
Wow,
first
that
game
is
back,
that is an
a
awful
nice first
pick.
down on a third down.
he was throwing his hand up in the air like, where's the flag? Where's the flag?
He should have.
But that's what I mean, right? So again, I'm glad he brought that play up because the whole time we watching this game, were there a lot of penalties that should have been called for us? Yes, but there's some stuff that we did get away with
Sure.
that there's
Like
not
that.
being it's not really being talked about. He also talked about Justin Fields' mechanics on the deliverance when he throws the ball, like the way he winds it up essentially, right? It's so lengthy. And that's one of the things that he said that he needs to continue to keep working on this as well. So it is again amazing. So let me get your thoughts, Boy Green. What did you think about that specific play?
First off, it was the coming out. That's just a microcosm of the coming out party for Mason Taylor, which is exciting that there was an effort. You heard it during the week in terms of the press conferences. Aaron Glenn, Tanner Angstrand, who speaks on Thursdays. Well, it was Friday this past week because they played on Monday Night Football, so everything was delayed. But you heard that there was an effort, a concerted effort to get Mason Taylor the ball more. And we need that because Mason Taylor's a top 50 pick. And why did you draft him that high if you're not going to get him the ball? And number two, obviously, we need somebody opposite of Garrett Wilson. So I thought it was a great read by Justin Fields. And again, Chase Daniel, the former quarterback, he can question footwork better than I can. But I just thought Justin Fields did what was necessary. He got the ball from point A to point B. Mason Taylor had a little bit of the turf monster and fell over. But as we all learn in school, stop, drop, and roll, and found his ass to the first down marker, which was key on that third down play. So, I thought it was good by Justin Fields, good by Mason Taylor. Whatever word we want to use to describe what that Isaiah Davis verb was supposed to be. And,
Speed
So
bumping.
I think for me in that play, that's more on Mason Taylor because he does have to kind of almost contort his body to catch that ball itself. If you see when he throws that ball, if he throws a ball, I want to say a little bit more like a little bit more up, a little bit more with some more
with
range.
more arc, you're saying?
Yes, he would have essentially had a lot more yardage and everything. But he had
So you think that was on Fields not throwing it, not Mason keeping his feet?
correct.
Interesting. Okay.
Exactly. So I don't see it being Taylor that he's tripping. I see it Taylor is having to switch his momentum to go ahead and catch that ball, right, and still have the presence to know where the first down
play
is.
from here,
to do that.
Snowball. Let's see.
See, look
I
at
don't
that.
know, man.
He's going like this.
You know
What
what?
Catches the
other
ball
way
like
was
that.
Justin supposed to get it to Mason with where he was on the field?
There
Right
was no
there.
other way.
How was
Look at this. Look at where Mason is, top screen here. Where other way with how the field is set up here and as he's on the hash? I don't understand. Like, that was the only play. Like, I think it was Mason's route that Justin couldn't get it to him to run with purpose to maybe gain another 10 there. But
Yeah.
we're nitpicking, perhaps.
We're going to the
And
next
we
play.
are. Yep. Go
All
right
right,
ahead.
next play.
Medium. Get him the football. Garrett Wilson. Every single time you can. Here's another thing I noticed too. I mean, that's a hell of a catch. That's why I put this. This was a horrible throw. Another thing right here, I don't really know what this motion does other than get you to the inside and off. Like, there were some times, I understand this motion. There were some times in the game where they're motioning just the motion, and it just doesn't make sense to me. But this one does, because you're going to use a corner route, then you're going to bring Garrett Wilson all the way inside. Remember, they were college teammates, and then just run an out route. If this ball is placed on the front shoulder, I think you get more yards. So, you know,
Okay. So he's releasing right now.
the timing, this is where I thought that, I mean, really good job making a miss.
That's fair.
We'll still get some more. But this is where Justin struggles is accuracy. He throws to the open receiver more often than not. Here's the one thing. He doesn't throw guys open.
And that's what I
If
wanted
that
to
makes
talk
sense.
about. It does.
So Garrett Wilson, one of the best receivers in the game. You see how right here, and it's hard to see. I'll show you the other view. You see how he drops down and then comes up. So a lot of other quarterbacks would already be here. The ball would be here. His ball is there. And look at where the receivers are
That just looks like a dirty picture.
already out of his break. So
Yeah,
I
very
just felt like
dirty.
he was
That
a
looks
little
like
late, and that's
that
why
one.
he tried to speed it up, and the ball wasn't thrown perfect. Still good. Let's see if we can see it from this view in slow motion. All right. So you have a pocket, and it's not as good from there, but the ball placement is. So just right. It's tough. It's out his knees. It's really hard for him to miss. But I do like Garrett Wilson in the slot. I think Garrett Wilson in the slot's excellent.
Okay.
So that's a better understanding of what I was trying to say in the play before with Mason Taylor. It's a lot lower, right? So if it's more up here to where it's more comfortable, so then you could, continue to keep going up. That's what I saw. That was my thoughts in regards to that. Then you see it again happening with Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson's such a good receiver that that's nothing to him. He could do that and still go and everything. So your thoughts on that, Snowball and BG?
Nothing. I really have no problem with what he did there. My thing is, when Garrett Wilson catches the ball, I know that he's a playmaker. I know that he tries to elude everything at the end of when he catches the ball. But like, there comes a time when you lay down. Like, there's two guys standing in front of you, and he's trying to bust through them. Like, he's not a big guy. So you know what? Like, catch your ball, take a knee, and let's move on. So that's the only thing. And also that risks, ball security and all that stuff. But I like the play, the throw by Justin Fields leaves a little to be desired. But other than that, I think we're okay.
Yeah, a totally valid criticism because, again, Garrett has to turn around for the ball. He shouldn't have had to turn around for the ball. As he breaks on a speed out, he should be looking over his shoulder and getting the ball here, catching it, and then continuing to move forward. Because of Justin Fields, he has to do, and I'm in a spinning chair, but he has to do a 360 to come back to it, flip all the way around, and then say, okay, where the hell am I? Where are all the defenders? So it's your Justin Fields ball placement is giving unnecessary moves for Garrett, which is wasting time that he could be going north or south. So Chase Daniel, totally valid criticism. It ends up being a fine enough play. It's not as if Justin Fields' throw made it incomplete because Garrett's a really good receiver, so he made it happen no matter what. So I think that's a fair, very valid criticism. But to go off Snowball's point, I would agree on a whole that Garrett Wilson's really talented. He's got a basketball background, so he loves doing the crossover sorts of moves that are there. I think sometimes not every play is going to be a first down. The context that we don't see, because this isn't a broadcast angle, this is all 22. The context that we don't see is Garrett Wilson is trying to fight for a first down on that play. So he's trying to do extra. But what I think every Jet needs to be comfortable with is hitting singles, doubles, and triples. Hit what is there, and then, to Snowball's point, just get on the ground and move on to the next play. So that's what I would like to see a little bit more of, just taking the meat that's there, not try to say, you know what, I think this is a touchdown. Not every play is going to be a touchdown. So that's valid there to protect Garrett. And hey, let's give a big tip of the cap to Garrett here. He has appeared in every game of his Jets career so far. So that's tremendous.
Knock on wood, please, Lord. Not all of you guys for saying that just right now. That he continues to keep doing that.
Yeah. I think it's also a matter of pressing too. I'm sorry, but I'm just going to put that in also. Being in the position that they are now, I think that every player on the Jets team is pressing. They're under a lot of pressure. They feel like everyone wants to be a hero. Everyone's got to put a cape on and be the hero of the game. So again, I think when people press, they make mistakes, and that's what you're seeing all throughout the Jets performance last game a lot. They're pressing. They're making stupid mistakes. And we had people in, I'm sorry again, but like there are some people who are not as talented as other people. So when you're not as good, you try to make up for it in different ways. And the penalties are the penalties. I mean, again, I'm getting off topic, but
So that was going to be something I was going to ask you guys. First and foremost, everybody, you guys watching the show, please hit the like, hit the sub, and chat. This is interactive as well. So your guys' thoughts on what you guys are seeing. What did you think? So we got a guy from Twitter. I mean, from X, my bad, and Carlos, and he's saying that was a lead throw to the inside. GW tripped up after the catch, right? But we got Bill M, who agrees with you, BG, on what you were stating in regards to that. So take out Garrett Wilson, insert Lazard. Okay. Same play, same thing, but Lazard drops it. Do we blame that on Lazard at that point, or do we blame it on Justin Fields because the throw, it's not a good throw?
I would have blamed it on Fields. If we, again, everything you just said, and you just transplant Lazard in for Garrett, if Lazard is doing a pirouette spin move behind him to try to catch the ball and he's unable to wrangle it in, I would probably make fun of Lazard because that seems like low-hanging fruit and easy for all of us to do. But if we're being honest with ourselves, on those kind of throws, we're probably blaming Fields.
Exactly.
I agree. Yeah.
Agreed. Fair. All right, next play.
On we go.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name.
Well, imagine
just by
that.
thinking about it. Meet
I didn't know you guys got
44.
sponsors on the show. Congratulations.
All right, one by
not.
one formation, 3-by-1 formation looks like man. All right, if it looks like man, number one thing if I'm Justin
Before
Fields,
can
I
you
take off?
pause real quick? This is the other thing too that he stated in that other play before. The unnecessary motion. We had a lot of penalties because of illegal shifts, right?
Yep,
so that's
correct.
somebody motioning, not staying still into their position, right? Or going to the guy or to the whatever. I might be saying it
certain
wrong.
players weren't on the line of scrimmage when they should have been off, etc. Yep.
Okay.
And that's what he's saying. That's unnecessary stuff. So I wanted to ask you guys in regards to that. And this, first and foremost, this is awesome being able to talk to you guys about this and
Sure.
seeing this kind of being broken down the way it's being broken itself. Is that on the coaches or is that on the player?
Well, of course. Everything is always both. But Justin Fields was asked about this week all the illegal shifts, like that. Basically, that same question you did. Are the players just messing up? Are the coaches giving you guys too much to process? He's like, it's on the players. We can't make those mistakes. But we spoke with the coaching staff to put us in the best position, and we're gonna. They said address it. Basically, what he was saying is, I think they're going to remove some of the unnecessary motions.
Thoughts, Snowball?
Yeah, well, listen, at the beginning of training camp, right? At the beginning of training camp, when you go back, right? You think that Justin Fields, when they interview him, they say, he goes, Tanner's throwing a lot at us.
Mm-hmm.
He was like loading the plate. So they had a lot of stuff to diagnose and digest. since the beginning of training camp. It's all brand new information. So yeah, I could see that having a lot of information and juggling, an entire playbook and then motions and whatever. I mean, we got on Aaron Rodgers because of the this and the this and the this and the touch my hip and look at you the wrong way. But I guess every offensive coordinator has their own little nuances that we try to diagnose, and they all have the little cues and whatever. Motion just to motion is, again, it's wasted motion. So like you said with Garrett having to turn around to catch the ball, it's a game of inches. It's a matter of fractions of a second between players and all these things. So yeah, lack of focus. Well, I don't know if it's lack of focus. I mean, I think it's too much to think about.
I think
motion. It should be motion to move the defense.
I think it's a lot of what you were saying a little bit earlier, that everybody's trying to play hero ball.
Yeah.
Right. And I think they're putting all of that pressure on themselves because, again, it's been said before multiple times that a lot of these players that are on here they don't know how to win. They just don't. And then when you get a momentum killing play, like what happened in the first drive itself, you can't help but have those thoughts that go in your head. And you're like, same old Jets again. I know everybody hates saying that, right? But I was like, this only happens to us. We're punching Miami in the square in the nose. They're bleeding. Okay, they're on the ropes, and we're literally about to hit them with a hook to completely knock them off the damn canvas itself, and we don't. Right? What do we do?
Yeah,
they counter us, right? And then they go ahead and fumble, and here we are again. So I think for me, if I'm being honest with you guys, right? I said it earlier. We've been wanting an offense that scores more than 20-something points. They're doing it, right? Yes, this is only 4 games so far of itself, but there's something here is what I'm trying to say, and when I hear the noise of a lot of individuals that are saying, first and foremost, you're entitled to your opinion, okay? If you do not like what you're seeing, nobody should tell you that you can't say what you want to say. So I'm going to say that first off. All right. So it is what it is. But I can't get down with individuals saying just destroy everything. Dude, if we go 0-17, right, and I hope that does not happen, am I going to be pissed? Am I going to be frustrated? Of course, right? But that doesn't mean that I want to get rid of AG. I don't want to get rid of Tanner at the moment. Wilkes, I'm kind of on the fence when it comes to him. If I'm being very honest with you guys.
I appreciate that.
Because I see it a lot of the times, it being the communication amongst the players itself when they're in the right position, but they're not executing when they're supposed to. It's not the coach's fault that somebody's not tackling. Okay. It's not the coach's fault that you got a linebacker and a corner that's saying, I got the flat. No, I got the flat. Fuck it. We both got the flat. And then you leave the middle wide open. It's the NFL. So for me, again, right, I like what we're seeing. And this right here is for everybody that says that he can't read essentially a defense. This next play coming up.
Okay. So we'll go to that. Do you think the Cowboys defense will be wearing boxing gloves this weekend?
Hey, I love seeing that. I'm being 100% honest with you.
Here we go.
After my first progression, if I see it's man-to-man and I'm a running quarterback and I don't think they have any which first of all, if I don't think they have any spy on me, I'm doing it. Here's the one thing, ball security. It's always been an issue. And this is 4th down. I think what they're trying to do is run a post route, a wheel, and you throw this wheel if it's man-to-man, if you can get a pick on this guy. He goes here, and then he goes here. Here's my thing. I think primary is this slot fade. I just don't know why you're putting your primary on the inside on fourth down when you got to get to here. So you really should read slot fade to this, to maybe this in zone. It's this, you have two man beaters right here. It's this right here and this, which is falling down. And then you get to this, but they're pressuring. Like they didn't have a really good protection plan, and then sack fumble. Here's what I think should have happened. I got to see where the offensive line is going first.
Just got to see what happens here.
Now, this is crazy right here, right? And this is what I talk about. Yes, the offensive line is very young, and they're going to continue to keep getting better. Yes, we lost AVT, right? Yes, we had to move the center itself as well. We're going to have these growing pains with this. But this right here is very, very telling of what I've been telling people. I'm like, dude, do you think the line is a little bit suspect on what's going on? He's muted.
You want to hear him?
Yeah. The way he breaks it down.
They're sliding here, but this guy comes and pressures over here. They need to track him. So center and right guard need to fall back on these two. This guy should not be scot-free. 32 is getting out because he's covered by him. I like that. Get out. Don't clog the pocket. They're bumping back way too early. They're trying to do a 3-man bump, which they're going to have to bump. They're just so slow in it. And Justin has you got to protect the football, right? But 2 fumbles, some more turnovers, just not a good showing.
Okay.
On that play is where I blame it all on the coaches. We should have kicked the ball, and we should have never put him in that position. It's 4th down with 5 yards to go. And you see
in field goal range,
in field goal range as well. Exactly. That could have potentially had us going into the half, it being 10-6 with us getting the ball. You feel a lot better going into the half 10-6, other than shit, we just fumbled the ball itself and we only got 3. We got some catching up to do. Your thoughts, Boy Green, on what you saw on the line on that one itself, on the way it was supposed to shift, but they didn't. You see Pittman and Membu blocking one guy, right?
Yeah.
And you see Pittman bump himself and like, oh shit, it's the wrong dude. Thoughts?
Yeah, I just want to say this because this may sound obvious, but it sort of feels important to say because, like Chase Daniel said, that Justin Fields has had ball security issues his entire career. Like, look at the fumbles. Okay, that's okay, but Justin Fields runs more than the typical quarterback, so his football is more at risk than the normal pocket passer's football. So I just feel like we should throw that out in the universe when we're calling Justin Fields Captain Fumbleitis. Is that okay? There's turnover risk that comes with carrying the ball a lot more. There's also the upside potential. Justin Fields is the league leader right now as we progress here into week 4 and rushing yards by average per quarterback in this league. He's averaging 60 yards rushing per game that he's played. Again, he hasn't played in every game this season. Obviously, he missed week 3. So we're getting net upside versus the net potential negative, which, of course, is more turnovers, fumbling the football, which he's done twice so far this season. He got strip sacked against Buffalo, and he gets strip sacked in this Dolphins game, but he hasn't thrown a pick. So we're getting turnovers in different ways than we normally would, which isn't good. But I just feel like that clarity should be provided in the universe. But, yeah, the miscommunication to me, I don't think was on Membu. I think it was Titman Myers. I think it was interior play that Membu did his island work and took care of business. The guy comes around the edge, but only the edge because the Titman Myers miscommunication occurred, which, Titman's played whatever it is, 200 and what would it be now? 50, 61. And he's played like 300 snaps of right guard in his NFL career. So there's some miscommunication there. Myers is the longtime center. So, yeah, that's part of the miscommunication about this young offensive line being together.
Exactly. So, again, I'm going to ask you the same question. For that, do you blame that on the coach or do you blame that on the players at that point?
I mean, you can say coaches because of the position they were put in, but players, Josh Myers outside of what he's done this season, has started 56 games in his career, and he was on 2 Packers playoff teams as a starting center. He's got to have the communication down if he's going to be the center to the rest of his offensive linemen. You're the quarterback of the offensive line. So, that could be a 50-50 split on player and coach. But, Myers has to know that stuff for the rest of his teammates.
Exactly. So, shout out to everybody that's watching the show itself. Guys, please smash the like button, hit the sub itself. We got some people that are coming over. And we're a growing little YouTube channel called Jets Worldwide. Shout out to BG as well. BG's doing his thing. And guys, if you guys are liking what you're seeing on the breakdown of the film itself, this is from The Breakdown by Chase Daniel. It's on the ticker down here. You guys are able to see it. Please go right ahead and go, show him some love, because I'm loving what he's showing us right now as well. But we got Rob.
Tell him Jets Worldwide sent you.
Yeah, Jets Worldwide sent you. He says, no penalties can make a game so much closer. Turnovers are possessions we can't afford. Running it off the field on third downs, we have to do the basics first. Go Jets.
Yeah.
Agreed.
It's again, I'll keep going back to it over and over again. We are pressing. This team is pressing to succeed. Everyone wants to win, and with pressing comes mistakes. Haste makes waste, whatever you want to call it. It's the truth, like if you're trying to go too fast and you're trying to do too much, you're going to make mistakes. So it happens. On that last play, it's very rare that teams are getting pressure on the outside as far as I've been watching. So most of the pressure has been coming inside off guard, but that one, they saw that was clogged up and they were like, hey, you know what? They're both taking on one guy. I'm going to wrap her on the outside. Watch for that to happen this week against the Cowboys. They're going to try to penetrate inside. You're going to see that a lot. And I know Johnny likes that, right? So yeah. All right. Are we moving on to play?
Yes, sir. Let's go.
All right. We're moving on. Okay.
Highlight play of the game. 4th and 1. Just going to let this play happen, and we're going to talk through it. Everything screams run, and they have it covered. But, dude, right? This is where Justin Fields is freaking dynamic. Cut 1, cut 2, cut 3, touchdown. Like that's really, really cool. Here's what they're trying to do. They're trying to bring 10 in. They're trying to block the edge so you can get a bootleg out with
You think this is the way they wrote it up?
the back.
No, he's
definitely the way they
and
wrote it.
something coming over here and maybe a corner route. But they're really trying to secure the edge. I just think it's played really well by this corner who has this guy man to man. He comes off it and understands.
Yeah, pause it real quick. All right. So he's saying that this was supposed to be a bootleg and it was supposed to be a throw itself, but it is a complete breakdown.
Yeah, well, they're trying to get the ball to Brees, right?
I would assume so. On the swing out pass, play action, boom, and have that choice on 4th and 1 where if Brees is open, you take the flat. If not, you run it with Justin, and you force him in one of those scenarios where a defender has to make the decision and you make the decision based off that. Yes, probably, yeah. I would assume.
It was just it broke. It broke. Now, look at the guy in front of Justin Fields.
Yeah,
right?
how did he come free like that?
Unbelievable.
Right? Okay. And Justin Field is still looking down the field. Right?
Sure.
People say that, again, he doesn't do that. It's all about running for him.
Yeah.
This right here is showing you. It's literally showing you that he's not doing that. Okay. He's always been a guy. If anybody's ever watched any of his college tape itself, he always wants to throw the ball first. Okay. He does not. I don't think any quarterback wants to take a hit. Okay. We were calling for bootlegs. This was going to be a bootleg. And guess what happened?
It failed.
It went to crap.
Yeah.
Right. And no one's open. Not there. This is what you can bring to an offense. When he does this, and like I thought he was dead in the water, it's just unbelievable for him to go. And I mean, it's
whoop.
Have you ever wanted to see your home from space?
Yes.
With this free satellite Earth map tool, you can zoom right down to your
Yeah.
That's
Isn't that what
impressive to
Google
watch.
Earth is all about?
No.
I see it from right here. So you hop this guy up, you motion this guy down. You're trying to run a corner route, down flat, and really by this receiver who's going to end up there. Boom. You want to pin this edge so Justin can get on the outside. The thing is, corner makes a good play. Leakage right there. Safety in corner. Leakage. Okay. He covers it. Not there. Move around, do all this stuff. And then touchdown.
It's like from the Muppets, right?
Yeah.
Sesame Street. New. Anyway.
And that's why I like this breakdown of him, bro, because it's literally that's some crap that I would do. That's something I would say and be like, he goes touchdown, yay. But let's get into this play. So you see this, right? I'm on the couch. I throw my hat as hard as I can to the television because I'm like, it's 4th and 1. They stopped us again. This crap has been happening to us for such a long time. I go from throwing that to, oh shit, holy crap, oh snap, no way, yo, he's about to score. My wife going ape crap over here.
So then, hold on, Johnny, pause for a second. You see him run into the end zone. Then what's the very next thought in your head? What's the very next thought? I mean, I know what I thought right away.
We're winning the whole game.
No, where's the flag? Like,
Oh,
hey,
shit.
all
Yeah,
right,
you're
where's the
right.
flag now, right? What's
You're-
going to bring this back? So that is Jet thought pattern, like in a nutshell. It's like amazing play. Where's the flag? Yeah. Paul?
Yeah, I would just say now for me, unfortunately, I got cock blocked by Bob Lederer, right? So I'm doing the live watch play-by-play thing, and obviously all of us are watching on stream, cable, projector, blah 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 blah. So we're all in different places. That's always the problem with the live stream watch play-by-play party. Bob calls into the show. We have a third person that's calling in, and we're just sort of sitting there for a second. And I'm about to get back to the play-by-play, and Bob says, "Hey, would it make you feel better to know that they score a touchdown on this play?" And in my head, I'm like, fuck you, buddy. But all right, let's see it. And he's like, wow, what a crazy play. He's seeing it. I'm not there yet on my stupid internet. And I'm like, so I'm spoiled. So I know whatever's about to happen is a touchdown, but I have no idea what's about to happen. So then I see it after. So it takes a lot of the wind out of the sails, obviously. How crazy is it that 4th and 1 and he does the crazy shit, gets a touchdown? So I'm going to be honest, I was robbed of that moment. So Bob, wherever you are in the universe, fuck you, buddy. Jesus.
Hey, shout out to Bob, man. I love his YMCA JETS Jets. It is the funniest thing out there.
That play needed a Chris Berman play-by-play. Whoop, whoop,
I
right?
miss that dude so
Needed
much.
one of those.
Shout out to everybody that's in the chat that's coming in. I see E Boogie in the building itself. It's a lot of more people, man. Rich, Armand, Peg, Artie's in the building as well. Everybody that's watching, please make sure you guys hit the like.
Again, it's right here. It's at Chase Daniel Official. That'll take you right to his YouTube channel. You can check out all of these kind of things. And as I think Johnny explained earlier, this is only a slice of the film breakdown. If you want the full thing, you can pay for it. That's up to you guys in the universe if you want to do that to join some of his paid subscription services on YouTube and Patreon. You guys could check out more of his stuff. So I've been watching it. The free version, it's been super interesting. So well worth your time.
If you guys like film like that, when he breaks down Caleb Williams, right? That's one of the ones that I really, really enjoyed. It's like, oh man, dude, what Ben Johnson is doing with Caleb is pretty intriguing. So damn it, Bob, how dare you do that? Because if you guys have not seen the video of BG going ape crap when Will McDonald freaking blocks that ball, you guys are missing out, man. That's what I was expecting to see again, right, with this play that happened and everything. But before we go to the next play, you see that. What are your thoughts about Justin Fields at that point?
I think a lot of people, again, you mentioned at the start before we even did this film breakdown with Chase Daniel that a lot of people just are running all over Justin Fields saying Jets are 0-4, he sucks, blah 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 blah. But I mean, if you look at all of the numbers, completion percentage, no interceptions, the rushing numbers I mentioned already, he leads the league in rushing yards per game on average for a quarterback. The passing numbers
with one game that he missed too.
Correct. Right. Yeah. So, and here's a stat I have it written in my piece. So the league leader in just rushing yards straight up this season is Jalen Hurts. He has 179. Justin Fields is 1 yard behind him. He's at 178. But the important piece of context is what Johnny Boy just said. Justin Fields got his 178 in 3 games. Jalen Hurts got his 179 in 4 games. So with a full game ahead, Jalen Hurts only has 1 more rushing yard, and he's captain tush push. So you can do the math on those yards. So Justin Fields, if he didn't miss that week 3 game, and I'm sure he's going to make up the difference, he's going to lead the league in rushing yards by a quarterback. God willing, health. Like, man, this is just quarterback play we've never seen before, and I just wish that Jet fans, we have a lot of problems. Obviously, we're 0-4. We're -7 in the turnovers. The penalties are egregious. The coaching has been inconsistent on all sides of the ball, quite frankly. Justin Fields is not the problem. He is not the problem. He's not the problem. One more time, he's not the goddamn problem.
I agree. He is not the problem.
Listen, do you think he's the problem, though?
Do I think he's what?
Do you think he's the problem, though?
The problem? No. Is he the overall solution? We'll see.
He's not hurting us.
Right.
Let's put it that way. He's not hurting us. All right. On to the next play.
Right now, this offense is not made to come from behind. So you're down 14 points. I think in the second half, he threw it a lot better. I mean, there's Garrett Wilson on a little missile route. I like this, using pre-snap motioning out, clearing out, and then, hey, I'm going to run by you. Not so fast. Stop. Right there. I mean, it's just a half field read. It's a really good read. And I like what they're doing on this a lot. Like this. I don't love Justin Fields under center.
Are we bored?
But this is sweet. If you have any type of run threat underneath the center, this is where you want to live. You want to attack the insides, because look at all that does. I mean, this is perfect. This is a well drawn up play. One of the few plays I think that worked and that was wide open. But Justin,
see that
he fell. He did what you wanted to. Right. You would have gotten his bread basket taken. He said, "No, I'm good." Whoop.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. He definitely took the yardage.
I read Justin all the time. Now, not anymore. He's at a hospital, but he used to do that all the time. He would get a big play. Juke. Never mind. I'm just going to drop and let's move on. Let's take my yards.
Exactly. But I'm saying, you can see it happening. Dylan Terriman's like all the time. He's like, when he's under center, he's not just dropping back and passing the ball. He's always doing a play action, whatever.
I thought threw the ball really well. Let's see where his eyes are. Right here. Threw the ball well in the second half. Let me see how quickly he gets his head around. I like it. He's already looking. Look at him. Boop. Get there. You want to see there. Hopefully he's feeling the heat from Garrett Wilson. And then he's 1, 2, 3 hitch ball. Perfect. Like no notes on that one. Thank you guys so much for.
Okay.
And that's it. Yeah, great play, by the way. Great play design. Great missile seeker of Justin Fields putting the speed and mustard and velocity on the sandwich to get it right to Garrett. Nice curl, open. You love it. Yeah.
100%. And hey, shout out to the breakdown again. It's right there, guys, on the ticker. Go show him some love, man. That honestly was awesome. But in that game itself, right? You said it. He's not the problem, man. He's really not. And guys are destroying this dude, man. So there's the film, guys. Go check it out. See it. Take the time. Don't hear all the outside noise or whatever, right? Make your own opinion in regards to it, and then come back and then have a conversation about it. You know, for me itself, like, it's insane that just people are, so hell-bound on being, we had it over here and all that. Dude, I'm telling you, man, I believe if that person was here that we had before, he's getting killed. Like, the dude's dead. Like, he's on the ground crying right now. Like, So the defense, we have a lot of other issues everywhere else that we're starting to really see. Do you think that we went ahead and we maybe overvalued a lot of these players and we were like, hey, we thought they were going to, or is it the scheme or is it this? I say it's the first time that this whole entire coaching staff is together. They're not babying a lot of these dudes, and this is what you get. I said from jump, I want to be competitive. Okay. We've been competitive in a lot of these games. You might not think we are, but we are. They've been a lot closer than what people are making it seem. Do I want to win? You damn Skippy, I want to win. I want us to win a game, man. Like, what are we talking about? I'm the guy that says 9 wins. Like, give me 9 wins. Give me a winning season. You could continue to keep building that itself. But your thoughts on everything that you saw right there, Snowball and Boy Green. Well, Boy Green and Boy Green.
Yeah, I'll say on the defensive stuff you just said, let's just be blunt. Our safeties suck. Our linebackers are injured. We only have Jamian Sherwood left. Quincy's on IR. Who knows when he's going to come back? Marshall McCurry Ball's on IR. Who knows when he's going to come back? So we have random guys off the street that are playing linebacker for us, and they are eating bad on play action. If we did a film study of the defense, every time the linebackers swarm over and bite on run fakes, if I was in offense, I'd be running that all day long and putting the Jets defense in a blender. With the highlighted comment from earlier from Snowball, Chris Bradigan talking about the defensive ends. That was an issue at the beginning of the offseason. It remains an issue now. Jermaine Johnson played 89% of the snaps in week 1, coming off a torn Achilles. That was malpractice by this Jets coaching staff. And Aaron Glenn revealed today that Jermaine Johnson's not dealing with a low ankle sprain, not a high ankle sprain. He's dealing with a calf. And, it doesn't take a doctor to start thinking calf, Achilles, and all the crazy shit that went on earlier. So the Jets were just sort of ridiculous for playing Jermaine Johnson that much. He's paying for it now. He is set to miss his 3rd straight game, although the Jets are giving him some chance. He wasn't officially ruled out on the final injury report. He got the tag of questionable. But if he didn't practice all week, how of a sudden would he just jump into the game? That seems unlikely. So he's likely to miss another game in a row, which means our 2 starting defensive ends are going to be Will McDonald, who played about 51% of the snaps on Monday night, and Michael Clemens played over 70% of the snaps because they can't play Will McDonald on rundowns. He is a dynamic player. I went crazy on that highlight. I'm really excited about his future. The Jets got to make a decision on his 5th-year option after the season, and I hope they accept it because he's a really fun player, but it's a imperfect player. And Michael Clemens, we all know his issues. And we don't have a quality 3rd defensive end. I will not forgive Darren Muji for not getting if I was running the ship, I would have signed a respectable defensive end. We can all argue and debate who that could have been. I was a Jadeveon Clowney guy. He's no longer available. We're actually going to see him on Sunday, so hopefully it doesn't kill us because that's going to make me feel a certain type of way about it. But they needed a 3rd defensive end that would have allowed the Jets not to rush Jermaine Johnson back because then you could have played it safe. Will and whoever this other made-up defensive end I said they could have signed, then you wouldn't have had to rush Jermaine to the field. I felt like the Jets had a pressure to rush Jermaine to the field because they freaking had no one else at defensive end. That's their fault. They could have signed a guy, could have drafted a guy, could have done anything. And the only guy they drafted was some random guy named Tyler Barron, who we traded up picks for. That's why we don't have a 5th in the 2026 NFL draft, and he sucks booty cheeks. So much so that he's been a healthy scratch this season. We have no depth at defensive end. If he can't be healthy and playing on the field, then what can he be? So, defensive end is an absolute disaster. I appreciate Darren Mucci for what they did at defensive tackle. Harrison Phillips, Quinnen Williams, that's been fine. Sauce situationally has been fine, but he's not playing like the highest paid corner in football. So, yeah, it's sort of a disaster back there. I think it's all of the above. I think it's coaching, Steve Wilkes, coaching a brand new defense. I think it's the players that are all over the place. Like any answer in the world, it's a mixed bag.
Yeah. And the thing that hurts is that we traded up for Barron.
Right.
We traded up for him. We didn't just draft him. We traded up for him. So that's a huge mistake.
Well, that's why we're missing a 3rd and a 5th. 3rd is Hassan Reddick trade. Thanks, Hassan, you bastard. And then why we don't have a 5th is because we traded up for Tyler Barron. That's why those picks are missing in the draft. So if you're worrying about that later, what happened to our 3rd and 5th? What the hell?
Right.
You're having that conversation at Thanksgiving dinner? That's why. Hassan Reddick and Tyler Barron. Thanks.
But we're also missing some players there too, right? in LT3. LT3 hasn't played. He's still been injured. What's that other guy that had that? He had that first penalty of the preseason, but then he had that crazy
Jay
Tufele.
Tufele.
Yeah, isn't he still injured as well? Where he was supposed to be
I
filling
believe
in
he's
that?
come back. So Jay Tufele had a mysterious illness. The Jets never disclosed what that was. He missed 2 games and the 2 full weeks of practice, but AG said, "Don't worry, he's coming back." So he is returned, but if he has returned, I haven't seen him. Like, you know, I know
100%.
literally he has returned. The depth chart and lineup say that, but yeah, whatever that illness was has sort of thrown him off his game. Right, he looked like a monster in the Packers game, but we haven't seen him now. To his credit, or to the credit of his disappearance, Harrison Phillips and Juwan Briggs have come in. Juwan Briggs has been terrific for what he is, and Harrison Phillips has been really good. So he's buried on the depth chart. Not a lot of reps to go around.
Agreed. And you are completely right when it comes to the JJ conversation itself. You and Alon have been one of the first guys that I heard say we've rushed him, because now you're hearing it's his calf, right? And you're like, shit. Because I remember talking to you, BG, on one of your shows in the morning. I said, at what point do the coaches come in and save the player from themselves, right? Yes, I love that JJ was all about, you know, I bleed green and white. Like, I will die for this, okay? But at what point you're like, dude, pump the brakes. This is the first year. You're in the plans for the future itself, right? We need
Let's
to
hope
kind
that's
of
happening
work
right
you
now, Johnny
in.
Boy, because I screenshotted it earlier, right? Because we're all wondering, Jesus, where's Jermaine? And I'm on Twitter, and for some reason it didn't load correctly. So I had 2 tweets that weren't that close apart. They were like tweeted 45 minutes apart. Jermaine Johnson's post is what I saw first. He says, "I'm feeling fine." He tweets out. And I see that first. I'm like, woohoo! And then above it, there's a Zach Roseblatt tweet. I don't see Jermaine Johnson at practice. And I screenshot and go, I don't know how I'm supposed to feel as a Jets fan right now. So I'm very confused. So maybe that's what you're saying, Johnny, that Jermaine's like, I don't know what the blank the coaches are doing. I'm ready to go right now. And the coaches are being extra precautious. And they're like, hey, man, maybe he could come back right now. But you know what? Let's just rest it. Because we don't know this, because, like, you know, it's not like we get this kind of medical information. Is it the same leg? Is it the opposite leg? Is it overcompensation? We see that all the time with an Achilles, that you're a little, even subconsciously, Jermaine doesn't trust that leg. So he's pushing extra on the other leg, which by de facto actually creates the same problem, but on the other leg, which can cause issues. So we don't know that level of medical detail. The Jets coaching staff keeps poo-pooing it, but maybe that's what we're seeing. It's a question you're about to ask. When do the coaching staff steps in for Jermaine? Maybe that's literally happening right now, and we can only hope for the best.
And I think that's the difference with having a coach that's been a player before, understands the mentality of a player, right? Of a gladiator in the Coliseum, that he has all these crazy, you know, wounds and everything like that, but he still needs to go out there and perform for the thousands of individuals there.
Millions.
He's like, no, pause it. You're part of the future.
Yeah.
Let's get you all the way where we need you to be at, where I feel like it's good enough that I can start bringing you in little by little, right? Will McDonald, they always keep calling him that he's a, what is he, like a certain down type of DN and whatnot, and what he does, right? But shout out to Addy. I saw him come in. Addison, our guy on here. Hey, shout out to Addison, man. This guy was on a show yesterday for close to 24 hours, the Addy show. So it was awesome. If you guys go check him out, man, him and Bobby, right, rock together and everything, doing their thing. So, but this was awesome, BG. But you know what? That was the past.
Okay.
I'm glad we were able to discuss this, us three, kind of have a really good breakdown in regards to it, to where we've talked. We, you know, Snowball as well. We believe in what Justin Fields. We believe that, you know, there's something with him and it will continue to keep growing. We just can't say, oh man, I don't like what he just did. You know what? Just throw him away and that's it. Insert next person. Oh yeah, let's keep the wheel going on. How's that been working for us? Right? But this Sunday, So you got a guy that comes onto your show, right?
I have many guys that come on my show, and women for that matter. Not that I discriminate, both genders. Yeah.
Well, this guy is special to you. Okay, you guys went to a concert. Okay. All right. He's always been rock. I've even seen him produce things for you as well, which is pretty, dude. Like when I saw that picture of your pops producing a show for you, I was like, yo, that's what I'm talking about, because I'm close with my pops.
Of course.
Snowball does as well. Everybody knows, man. Like if I'm out somewhere, my dad is normally with me, right? Or and my kids. But he is the enemy this weekend.
Fuck him. 100%.
Yeah, okay, there we go. This is where we're at then, right? That's where we're at then, right? We're beating the Cowboys.
We're beating their ass. Yeah.
Screw family.
Exactly. So talk a little bit about what you got going on this weekend. So if you guys are living under a rock and have not understand what's been going on, I don't know what you're doing. But BG, full screen? Snowball?
Yeah, lay it up. Sure. Yeah.
Who am I putting full screen?
The guy that has
the guy down here?
Yeah.
All right, fine. Let's put him in full screen mode. All right, go ahead. Full screen. Come on. Go full screen. Go. Make it go. How come I don't have that control? Oh, there we are.
Oh. Hey, what's going on, Jets Worldwide, wide. For the first time ever, I'm hosting a tailgate. Last year, I did it with somebody else, but this year I'm doing it all by myself with a couple of friends. And James Woody will be co-hosting with me, but this is the first time that I've organized a group tickets, reached out to the Jets months in advance, and we're going to have 60-plus Jet fans and coffee club members for the Jets-Cowboys game. And we plan on doing this once a year, so I hope you guys can be a part of it and start planning for next year. To come with us. This year, we selected the New York Jets Dallas Cowboys game, week 5. And Saturday night, Snowball, our buddy, will be there for this. It's going to be Saturday night, October 4th at the Cloverleaf Tavern. That's in Caldwell, New Jersey. That is Chef Kevin Gilbert's restaurant. I have an open invitation to you Jet fans out there. If you'd like, you can reach out to me. We have another 20 spots left for that private room at Chef Kevin Gilbert's restaurant tomorrow night. I'd love to meet a bunch of you guys, take pictures. We're going to do a few giveaways there at the restaurant, eat some food, have some good times. And then Sunday, October 5th, we will be doing a tailgate. And I see he's right there in the chat. Chef Kevin Gilbert will be catering the food for that event. If you do not have a tailgate ticket, unfortunately, you can't have any of that wonderful food, but try to come next year. And there's all the details on your screen. We're going to be partying in location D1, parking lot section D1. Come say hi. It's BYOB, so bring your own booze. We're going to have a DJ. We're going to have the B Sprinter. Shout out to Lou B, Super Jets fan. And the food and all that fun festivities is going to get underway at 10 a.m. Feel free to come say hello. We're going to have someone filming all the activity that's happening there. I'd love to meet a bunch of you Jet fans out there in the universe. Again, I want to shout out Woody, who's my party coordinator for this event. Chef Kevin Gilbert for getting all the food right. Lou B, Super Jets fan, for bringing the DJ and the music and the vibes. And it's going to be a wonderful time. We'll have all kinds of wonderful stuff. Cornhole and beer pong and a lot of fun. Footballs will be thrown around all over the place. So I can't wait. So yes, if you guys would like to come to either event, either on Sunday you're going to the Jets game, you want to swing by and say hello, feel free to do so. I'd love to meet a bunch of you guys. Or Saturday night for the meet and greet, which again will be at 7:30 at night, Cloverleaf Tavern, Caldwell, New Jersey. Try to give me a heads up because I'd hate to turn people away if we get too many people. We already have 40 people committed, so we have room for another 20 more if you guys jump on tomorrow evening. So yes, and like I said, we plan on doing this every year moving forward. We're going to have Snowball tomorrow night. I'd love for you guys to all come for future events. It's going to be great.
We can put all 3 of us in.
Let's go.
Why not? Let's do that.
All right. That was, yeah, man. It looks like a great time. Shout out to Chef Kev, man. I still to this day talk about this dude has his bacon infused burger. The way he breaks down the food is to a science, man. It is amazing. So shout out to Chef, man. Chef is a great guy, man. That dude, he knows exactly what I'm talking about because every time I'm like, yo, man, what's the recipe to that burger, dog? Because I need some of that bacon. But all right, so enough being all nice and everything.
Sure.
We're playing the Cowgirls. Okay.
Yeah.
And this is the segment that we like to go ahead and talk about our 5 keys to victory, aka the Jets flight plan to victory. Now, chat, let us know your guys' thoughts on what you think are the 5 keys to victory. But we're going to
turn
tell
the
you
lights
ours.
on today.
Oh, nice. Shop the merch store, JetsWorldWide.printify.me.
That's it, man.
Oh, yeah.
Get
But
yourself
you know
some
what?
merch.
Let's go ahead.
I need to get some of that merch.
I'll bring you something on Saturday or tomorrow.
Ooh, nice.
I'll bring you something
great.
tomorrow.
Phenomenal.
All right.
All right. Well, with that being said,
Yeah, man.
let's get it. Right over here, right? So shout out to Jets Max, you guys know. But this is the segment of the show when we talk about our victory and how we're going to do it, the 5 keys of victory. And that is numero uno. Snowball?
My first one is take advantage of the Cowboys' weak defense and get Garrett Wilson the long ball.
Ooh.
All right. Well, my number 1 is pretty simple. We saw film on him today. Unleash Justin Fields. The offense is really dangerous when he's actually using his legs. The Cowboys defense is struggling. Design plays for Hall and Taylor. Very cool that we were seeing things that they were doing with Taylor during the practice leading up to this game itself. So I'm intrigued to see what they have. But my number 1 is unleash number 7, Justin Fields. Boy Green?
Run the damn ball, baby. The Cowboys are 21st in rush defense. The Jets are number 3 best rush offense in the league. We don't have to make it much more difficult than that. So that's it for me. Run the friggin' football. Set the tone of what you want to do. It worked against Miami. You just fumbled the ball right before you punched it in for a touchdown. So let's do the J Uso. Let's run that back. Let's run that back and try to do that. I think that'd be good news for the JTS Jets.
All right.
Someone in the chat says, sack the Dak. We got E Boogie.
Communication, offensively and defensively, is a good key.
Key. Hey, shout out to Philly Noodles, man. Philly Noodles, you're in here. Hit the sub, hit the like, brother. I like when he comes onto your show and talks. But he says it pretty straightforward.
Sack the Fakin. QB, right.
I believe that's Guatemalan, perhaps.
Fakin, yes.
Rich, use the burner. Easy.
Burner, baby.
Now, around my way, when you say use the burner, I'm thinking about something else, Rich. So you need to elaborate a little bit more on that. Nah, I'm not even talking about that. Oh my other cats, you know what I'm talking about. Oh. So somebody says I'm using the burner. Watch out.
Oh, damn. The burner.
Control the line of scrimmage.
Yes.
All right.
Number 2.
And I have to put this one up here. His number 1 is just get him a weapon, a mythical weapon.
A mythic weapon. Wow.
A mythic weapon.
Yes, a lot of ammo, shields, stay together, get the high ground. Oh, wait. That's how we play in Fortnite. Shout out to Addy. Because this is exactly what he tells me all the time to do. And I'm like, I got this, guys. Don't worry about it. And then I'm dead. But
I still think that translates. Yeah.
Numero 2.
All right. Number 2.
BG?
Yeah. This will sound like a weird one, but Matt Eberflus. Okay. So I don't know if you guys saw this week, but Brian Schottenheimer shared it when asked about how do you defend Justin Fields. It seems like a difficult challenge. Brian Schottenheimer, of course, our former Jets OC, now Cowboys head coach. And he says, well, he presents a lot of problems, but the good news is we got Matt Eberflus as our defensive coordinator, and he knows Justin Fields intimately. So, he knows him better than anyone else in the league. And I went like, that's interesting. So they believe they got some secret weapon for Justin Fields with Matt Eberflus. Now, I'd like to highlight something, if I may, on this Matt Eberflus thing. if he used that same superpower earlier in the season, the Cowboys played the Bears, and he had an intimate knowledge of Caleb Williams. How did that go? Caleb Williams had a career-high 4 touchdown passes. He didn't throw a pick. He had 298 yards passing, and the Bears blew out the Cowboys. So if he would like to use his intimate knowledge to try to contain Justin Fields, I'm all about it. So let's bring on Matt Eberflus, baby.
Oh, we're winning. Anyway, my number 2 is, well, you said run the damn ball. But it didn't work in the Miami game, but I think it'll work against the Dallas defense. I think we should use Breece Hall as a receiver. This thing called the screen pass.
Oh,
What's
maybe
that?
it'll work. You know what? It's when you take you take the thing out of the window and you just throw it across the field, right? Yeah, the screen pass. So I believe we might see some of that happen on Sunday. Screen pass, Justin Fields.
And talking about that Buster screen, that man is in jail right now. So
sorry.
So
First up.
Hey, yeah. I guess. Hey, but my number 2 is very simple for me. Improve in discipline and protect the ball. It's that simple. We've had so many penalties. Last freaking game, 13 penalties. The turnovers is horrible. Simple. If we win the turnover battle, this game should be ours. This is a trap game for the Cowboys. All right. And let's go ahead and see what some of the chat says. Snowball.
2 for me would be take control of the goddamn clock.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Get the ball to Breece in space. Damn it.
Yeah.
I put the damn it in.
Leany.
How about not making stupid penalties?
Please.
You bunch of jerks.
You got Chef.
We will see our first takeaway this Sunday afternoon. Is that
And
takeaway or take out? First play, throw it deep to Arian, regardless.
Oh, yes. Well, our number 3.
We're up to number
Numero
3.
three.
Yeah,
Three.
guess first.
3. Yep.
Okay. Pass the damn ball. Okay, and here it is. The Dallas Cowboys have, let me make sure I get this right, the worst pass defense in the NFL. There are 32 teams in the NFL. They rank 32nd. They've given up more passing yards than any team in football. So that sounds like a golden opportunity for Justin Fields to let it fly deep. And there's some interesting statistics I have for you guys. The Dallas Cowboys have allowed 3 straight opposing quarterbacks to throw for 3+ touchdowns against them. That is Russell Wilson, Caleb Williams, and Jordan Love. Could Justin Fields be the 4th in a row? Justin Fields' breakout game, anyone? Possibly.
I hope so. Well, my number 3, I think you're going to like it because I'm in the same boat with you almost. Well, maybe. I don't know. But attack the Cowgirls secondary. Feed Wilson. Simple. Give the ball to Gaddard no matter what. Let Arian Smith rock. Give him a damn goal ball. Scare the crap out of everybody and put the NFL notice that we got a speedster as well. And Fields is not scared to throw the ball down the field as well. So that's my number 3.
I'm gonna back it up a little bit. I like the idea of going downfield with the ball. I think that's very important. But Justin Fields' bread and butter has been the tight end in the past. So why not have a resurgence of that? We started to see it start to come to life against Miami. There's this guy, Mason Taylor. I don't know if you've heard of him, but he's pretty good at catching the ball and making like some movement upfield after he catches it. So how about we get Mason Taylor involved in the flat, take advantage of the slow ass linebackers of the Dallas Cowboys.
I like it.
Well, some of the chat says, Rich says, stretch the field early.
Sure.
Addy, PSA to our DBs. Identify where the damn ball is and make a play on it.
Good advice.
It's that simple. We got E. Keep Dak off the damn field, please. Of course.
Great. Yeah, that makes sense.
Hey, Fields, stop being afraid and throw the damn ball. And then MC, a really good one, actually.
Please.
It's so simple, but we have trouble doing this.
We do.
Why? I don't know.
But because we don't make the other team drop the ball.
I don't know. There's been a lot of balls out there on the field this year.
Yeah. There's a lot of balls dropping.
A lot of balls.
They just seem to go to the other team.
Yeah.
Control the line and run the ball over and over. And I repeat, over and over again.
Thanks, Nuts.
Thanks,
Hey,
Nuts.
I said balls are dropping, and Mike D's Nuts popped in real quick. So shout you out, Mike. But number four.
Number four.
Yeah.
BG?
Let me go to Chef Kevin Gilbert. Get a takeaway. This is so you mentioned the fumble thing. Like, oh my God, how have they not gotten a fumble? Again, we mentioned earlier there are 32 teams in the NFL. 31 of the 32 have gotten at least one takeaway on defense, if not more. The Jets are the last one at the dance. They have no dance partner. It's awkward, it's depressing, and it's a little weird, man. Get a friggin' takeaway. I don't give a hoot how it happens on defense. Give me a fumble, give me a pick. Like, at some point, oblong-shaped football, something's just has to happen. Like, a ball gets deflected up in the air. The ball just flies into your arm. Something has to happen. So, with Chef Kevin Gilbert, get a takeaway. And guess what? What about the Jets' offense? We've made it so hard on them. How about just a quick field where they can just score a touchdown? We just give it to them at the 20-yard line. Hey, go to work, Tanner Engstrand. Let's give them short fields to work with. That's complimentary football at its finest. Create a takeaway. Give short field for the offensive cash in.
Snowball?
In a word, one, a tackle.
Yeah.
Tackle. That's it. Done. Tackle. I'm done. I'm finished.
I'm pretty sure that was Philly Noodles number 4.
Oh, was that number? Oh, look at that. Number 4 should be, look, number 1, tackle. Okay.
It's simple, right?
Let me see that one.
But my number 4 is contain the cowgirls. I don't call them the cow. I call them the cowgirls, okay?
Sure.
Passing game, especially down the middle. We got to stop their tight end. I mean, Ferguson, he's a problem. And George Pickens. I mean, we need Sauce, lock this man down, and the secondary, do the rest. Man, like, enough is enough. Let the young guys rock, and let's show them that we mean business. Yeah. MC Mays.
Hard on the play action, cover your space on defense. Again, that's pressing, man. That's guys trying to do too much. That's all. All right, we moving on to 5.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's move to 5 then. Number 5. You want to lead us off, Johnny?
Yeah,
BG, yes.
Yeah, let's save it for BG
okay.
last, right?
We're gonna say
All
BG for last.
I'll go.
All
right.
For me, it's pretty easy. And it's number 5, and I think we need to have this conversation with Quinnen, okay? The Cowgirls line is missing 3 of their individuals because their right guard, if I'm not mistaken, is a game time decision. But they're already ruled out Cooper Beebe, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, and they have ruled out their left tackle Guyton.
Yeah.
Week 1, Philadelphia.
Johnny, if I may, to jump in because I have it in front of me. So Tyler Guyton, their left tackle, is out. The right guard, Tyler Booker, is out. Cooper Beebe is out. And their left guard, Tyler Smith, is questionable. So they could be without 4 of their 5 starting offensive linemen.
So, Quinnen, hey, it's time for you to eat, my guy. It's very simple. Follow the blueprint that the Eagles did on week 1. They gave it to you. They showed it to you. That's how you get the dub against these Cowgirls.
All right.
Snowball?
To quote an old quarterback that we got rid of, RELAX. Relax. Don't press. Just play free. Play free. Be relaxed and don't commit mistakes or penalties. That's all. That's my advice. Number 1, just chill out and just play football. BG?
I like that. Yeah, Johnny stole a little bit of my thunder. It's saucy gets saucy. And here it is, okay? So we talked about all the offensive linemen that are out for the Cowboys. Here are the wide receivers that are out. CeeDee Lamb's out. Kevontae Turpin is out, which only leaves the only receiver in the room that's worth a damn is George Pickens. Everyone else is out. Now, there is Jake Ferguson, and we can discuss that separately. But in terms of wide receivers, Sauce get saucy. Brian Schottenheimer and the Cowboys offense, because I listen to all their media on top of the media we listen to and have ourselves, and they fully expect Sauce to travel with George Pickens the entire game. That's what the Cowboys have been saying all week. And if that's true, and that's sort of what Sauce has been doing this season, then remove George Pickens from the game. He is volatile. You can get in his head. He is a mercurial personality. And when you look at some of the successes of George Pickens, it's when he can sort of start to get hot. So if you can sort of get in his head and frustrate him, physical press man coverage with Sauce Gardner, I think that's how you could disrupt him. And when Dak Prescott doesn't have a true number one wide receiver, we've seen it before when CeeDee Lamb has been taken away from him, he struggled. Now, CeeDee Lamb is out for this game, but George Pickens has more than stepped up. He had a career day last week against the Green Bay Packers on that Sunday Night Football game. It's Sauce getting saucy. Make it 10 on 10. I know that's a Revis thing, but make it 10 on 10 football because I trust the rest of the Jets defense playing 10 on 10 football if Sauce is doing his business. So to me, it's Sauce getting back to week one. You shadowed DK Metcalf, removed him from the game. The last couple of weeks have been super sketchy. So Sauce, get back to that. And Pickens is not as good as his former teammate DK Metcalf for 5 seconds. So I think that's totally doable.
100%. And we got and to round it off, the chat, Rich says they need to wake up.
Sure.
E-Boogie says, I don't want to see no coach Glenn celebration on the sideline.
Come on.
I loved it. Give me more, baby. Give me more.
We thought it won the game. Now, some Jet fans are like, oh, I said there was 2 minutes left. All right, if you want to be capped and negative, so be it. That was like the only play that could have happened. If the Buccaneers score a field goal there, they're up 9. The game's over. The Jets have lost. The only way that anything happens is the Buccaneers kicker just misses, the Jets block it, or the third thing, they block a return for a touchdown to take the lead in the game. So, AG, I love it. Fuck everybody else. Thank you very much.
Hey, play like you're tired of losing.
Yeah.
Very simple.
Tired of losing? Try winning.
Yeah. That should be one of our new things for match game.
Exactly.
MC, cut out the dumb mistakes on special teams. Hey, it's the truth. Hey, shout out to Nick Shine. He's in the building.
Hey, the Nick Shine show.
Hey, bet the over on Ferguson catches and yards. We haven't shown the ability to cover. He's telling the truth. That's why I said about in regards to Ferguson himself. And guys, if you guys have not check out our guy, man. The Nick Shine Show.
Nick Shine Show?
The Nick Shine Show.
It's really good. He's a nice guy.
Stop Clemens from jumping
on piles.
Sure. Yeah. I guess.
You know what? Last week, did Michael Clemens commit a penalty last week?
No. He had a nasty bull rush.
He did.
I don't know if anybody saw that. But I was like, yo, was that Michael Clemens?
Yeah, and that was my response. I went, oh, Michael Clemens, all right.
So if anybody can learn to cut out the penalties, Michael Clemens is showing you that it's possible. So
he can be fine. He could be fine. Yeah.
He could be fine if he just thinks about it. If you just think about it. For those of you who are on X and checking out Boy Green on there and on his YouTube channel, when this is over, just type in @JetsWorldWide on YouTube. Come over and hit the subscribe button. I mean, really, honestly, we've been at this for a long time, my friends, and it's about time that we get more people into the Jets Worldwide universe. So please, like I said, and if you're on a computer, open up another window and it's very, we can multitask. There's a lot of things that can happen here. So make the move and come on over.
Let me do a quick jump in real quick. I just want to echo it myself to any of those Boy Green viewers, followers, listeners, subscribers on any of those platforms. It is as easy as Jets Worldwide just said it. If you're on your phone, all you have to do is flick your finger up, and then all of a sudden you can jump over to the YouTube app and subscribe right now if that's where you're watching. If you're on your computer, just move the mouse, whoop, whoop, youtube.com, Jets Worldwide, boom, subscribe. It is free to subscribe. These two guys are absolutely killing it in the game. Just show your love, show your support for fellow Jets content creators. They absolutely put the work in, and I love being on here on the show. So please show your love, everybody.
Hell yeah. BG, we're about to get ready to close up shop in a moment as well. But we like to get some callers on here the way we do it, right? we get the callers on for a little bit. We asked them, what was your guys' thoughts on everything we talked about tonight? Did you agree with it? Did you not like it? And if so, we don't care because it is our show and what we think it's cool. But we do respect everybody. So with that being said, we do have the it's pinned, I believe, here, right? And actually, we got somebody. So BG, I wanted to ask you, are you cool with that? To have a couple of more, we're almost done anyway, but let's bring somebody on here that's part of the coffee club.
Oh, I was just about to say, if you actually like, is it cool? What if I just say no? Then what? Where do we go from there?
And we spike his ass and we move on.
Yeah, fuck you. Okay, no, go ahead. Bring on. Oh, a coffee club member. Great.
It's a coffee club member. And with that being said, let's bring him on.
Yo,
there he is. Philly Noodles, baby.
What's going on,
Hey.
Yeah.
Long
Yes,
time
sir.
no talk. First time caller to Jets World.
I like the Arian Smith and Wesson. Very nice.
The Arian Smith and Wesson. I think that's what we're talking about, Johnny, right?
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm
Exactly. Hey, get that burner ready, baby. Exactly.
Hey, no, yeah. It came up on. I went on YouTube just for the heck of it to see if anybody was on, and BG's channel was, simultaneously. So I was like, dude, let me go to Jets Worldwide, subscribe, like. Here we go. So you get the motion moving, man.
Yeah,
the same way the Jets can get some tackles. You know what I mean? Just one tackle. That's all it takes.
Hey, so we are on every Friday night, 7:30, and we do Sundays as well before kickoff to just kind of get, the Jets Nation, happy for a little bit before they go it's nuclear. But Philly, I like a lot of your calls and when you call in, right? I'm not sure if you watched the whole show, but you saw the kind of the breakdowns on what we were doing a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on what you saw with Fields, right? Because I know you've been very harsh when it comes to Fields, right? And again, like I said, everybody's entitled to that as they should be. So, but seeing something like that,
a different quarterback is what Philly Noodles said. He preferred someone else. Yeah.
Hey, I was on the camp of. First off, I mean, I'm going to be honest, right? Let's be brutally honest. Even if my Indiana Jones take is a different quarterback, do
you normally lie real quick, Philly Noodles? When you said I'm going to be brutally honest, have you been lying to me all the rest of the time when you don't say that?
Maybe, I don't know. I got to think about it.
Because
on this take,
go ahead, Danny Dimes. Go
BG, on this take, I've said it before on your show. It's anointing a QB a job that has a non-proven track record. Like, you can anoint Aaron the way they did because Aaron is Aaron, who he was, right? Rodgers. You could anoint if you grabbed Kirk Cousins. You could anoint Carr. Like, these are proven veterans. When you anoint the guy who's been kicked out of his job on a multitude of times, you apply a pressure saying he's it. We're not going to do, no competitiveness inside the camp, And I thought Daniel Jones could have even spiked his play. Maybe it's not to say the first game was electric, right? So I think if Engstrand continues to map out the gameplay the way he is, and if the defense just holds up some bit, maybe the take that I have on Fields right now might switch up. You know what I mean? But I think we have to be a little harsh. He's not. I don't know if he could pepper the ball everywhere. You know what I mean? It kind of throws me off.
I'm not pushing back, but the terminology pushed out of his job. I think I would say victim of circumstance. I think I would, he might have been a victim of circumstance in Chicago. He might have been a victim of circumstance in Pittsburgh, and now he's getting his shot. So I'm not going to jump to judge, but whatever. That's just,
it was a hate crime. That's what you're saying, Snowball. It was a hate crime.
I hate crime, so maybe.
Hey, someone chalk that up. I hate crime, so that's a hate crime. Well, I hate crime. So
when that dude has Swiss cheese as an offensive line, and this man was running for his life, and still to put up the numbers that he did, that shows that you have some huevos. And
hey,
I tell you this much: I want a guy like that is behind us.
I do want to see more of he's a silent leader, right? It's been a thing he's had since college. I kind of want to see him come out a little bit of that shell. New York will hopefully get it out of him a little bit. You know what I mean? Just a little bit of it would be nice because you need a fiery person every now and then, especially your coach is very, that guy's out. Aaron Glenn is here. It's on my sleeve. This is who I am. Your quarterback doesn't reflect that. Doesn't mean it has to be exact, right? But just a little bit more something out of him would be nice. And
Philly,
you want to hear him scream? You want to hear him scream?
I want to hear him being like, "Yo, guys, get on the damn line and stop doing, just whatever the hell's got to take, bro. Like, get on the same page, yelling at people. Yeah, you gotta start doing some shit." I think he did it later in the third quarter. He like called somebody towards the tight end to the line, but he definitely did it with like aggression. Like, "Yo, get over here! Like, what the hell are you doing?"
You want to
Like,
hear
it's
him?
gotta happen.
Yo, Gronk, stand up.
So that's what I was gonna say, Philly. He does it, right?
Yeah.
But he just doesn't see it to like where we're gonna see it. He did it to John Simpson. He said enough is enough. Like, you see it. He's like, enough is enough. You've causing too many penalties. Thank you. I know you got my back, but we need a damn win. And see, because he grabbed him by the face mask. And I was like, okay, that's what I'm talking about. Because you're right.
Okay.
He has been a silent leader, as they say, and everything in regards to it. But at the same time, sometimes, man, like, I like guys that move in silence, right? Because you never know where they're gonna come at you. And for me, I think that speaks a lot more volumes when you're able to do that. And again, I like what we have in Justin Fields, man. So it's still 4 games that he's been here with us. It's gonna take time. I know we want that crap like right now of itself, but Mo Dean's in the building and he says,
"What's up, Mo?"
It's on
Get him out of here.
Oh man, that guy was talking crap in Jake's channel. I don't know who he was. He said something. I was like, "Yo,
hey, that's the neighborhood troll, man, Mo Dean."
Oh, okay,
but
okay.
The crazy thing is, he's a big Jets fan. He was actually at the Monday night game. So yeah, but Philly, last thoughts, last comments.
Sack that effing quarterback. We need Quinn. Quinn is my guy. You got to get through. Somebody's got to hit a quarterback. Last week scared me. Like, I was telling BG and whoever else I appeared on. I had my son simultaneously watching the game with me on the phone. He said, "Dad, we suck." I was like, "Damn."
This is a
This is
breakthrough
like
moment,
the first
Philly.
game he's ever really watched with me fully. And he's 12, and he's like, "We suck." I was like, "Yeah, but that's just now, man." He goes, "But Dad, like, we really suck." I was like, "Dude, get ready. It's gonna be a long ride."
Just to your point, right? So you said sack the bleeping quarterback. I ran into the step by accident. I was looking for something else for the show, right? Prepare my top 5 keys, and I went, no way. Dak Prescott and Tyrod Taylor have been sacked the same amount of times this season. You may say, what does that mean? Tyrod only being on the field for this long, and Dak has started every game for the Cowboys. They've been sacked the same amount of times, which means the Cowboys have done a pretty good job of protecting Dak so far this season. And Tyrod, we didn't. So, put that all together.
Yeah, something's got to give. Something's got to happen. I don't know. Listen, I guess we can't count on Clemens to do everything, which is what we've been on. Jermaine Johnson, man, we obviously, I think that's what we're waiting on. If we get a clearing of Jermaine and he just brings enough pressure, it will open something else up. I agree. And Will McDonald might have that same type of game he had coming off the edge on game 1 or game 2. No, what was it? Didn't he have a strip fumble? No, we don't have any turnovers. Excuse me.
Well, Quincy had a strip sack, but we didn't land on the ball. That was in week 3.
Yeah, that was Quincy. Yeah. Okay.
Well, I gotta. You're right, and I did want to say something in regards to Clemens.
Okay.
When the hell is he going to get off this damn team, man, bro?
When we sign a competent defensive end, he's their third best defensive end. And not even third best because he's higher than that because Jermaine's been hurt. He's been the starting defensive end. He played 71% of the snaps on Monday night. For the people out there, I don't want to see him. Then tell your team to sign somebody, for God's sakes.
Hey, we need Drake, baby.
Hey, Drake Jackson, I saw he's working out this weekend and next week, I guess. So
Philly, if your son wants to see like really, really bad Jets football, show him the Kotite years and all that. Let him go through that, and then he's gonna be like,
he might just disassociate himself from the Jets, and then listen. that kid, my son lives in Florida. He might disassociate himself from me a little bit. Then I'm gonna be like, oh my God, the Jets pulled me from my kid.
He's gonna send you a
that's the best. I
selfie.
can't do.
He's gonna send you a
Snowball,
selfie of him in a Miami jersey.
Oh,
Yo, I'm
God.
not gonna lie. Snowball, I never heard you speaking all that. You sound like you would be Connor Long's father. Like you guys sound alike. You sound like the older version of Connor Long.
Well,
if you listen to Connor,
here's a news flash, everyone. Okay, I am the father.
Oh, what?
Where's Maury? Wow.
Really?
Well,
Is that serious?
Whoop. No, I'm not serious.
Oh my God! I'm glad you sound like him, bro. I'm like, get out of here, dude.
That would have been hilarious.
And Connor has entered the building, right? I'm just kidding.
Oh,
hey,
oh.
but Philly, we appreciate you, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna tune in.
Thanks, man. Fridays, come check us out, man. And
yeah, for sure.
You going this weekend too, right?
Oh, I'm gonna be there. Can't wait. 2 words. Can't wait.
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you for coming on.
Philly, thanks, man. I was going to ask him about the 631. Can we bring you back in for a second? Hold on a second. Is it just? Oh, forget it. Bring him in.
But he will be there tomorrow night. Oh, he's back.
Okay. Is it Philly Noodles 631? Just is that the number that? Why is it 631?
Suffolk
County. That's a.
Oh, you did the Suffolk County. Okay, so
yeah,
so
in Philly, everyone always gets confused. It's one L. Everyone always gives me the second one. That's
where in
just
Suffolk County?
My name is Phil.
Where in Suffolk County?
My name's North Shore.
North Shore. Me too.
What town?
Northport.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I used to go through Northport for a job. I lived in Rocky Point, Port Jeff area.
Okay.
Well, you guys get the chance to meet each other because both of you guys are going to be at the meet and greet tomorrow night.
Listen,
bring your son.
Maybe we'll drive in. Yeah, I'll bring Connor along.
Yeah, bring Connor. Yeah, bring your son. Yeah.
All right. If you need a lift, give me a call.
Later, Philly.
I'll see you,
All right,
Philly.
guys.
Thanks, Philly.
Bye, man.
All right. Well,
I always thought he was like Philly Noodles, like Philly Noodles, like Philly from Philly. Anyway.
Well, BG, this was awesome, and it is always fun bringing you on. You're a busy guy, man, and I know that. We both know that, but you've been one of the cast that's been rocking with us from the very beginning. So we appreciate you coming on here, showing us always some love. We always come on your show 7:30, man. I'm in here. I'm literally with my kids doing all the crazy stuff. Snowball, he is already at work. Yeah, he's at
yeah.
He's like, hush, kids. BG is on. Listen and learn.
Learn your place. Yeah.
I have the AirPod in and I'm listening. Phone's in the back pocket.
And then he says, if you keep talking, I'm gonna make you listen to Easy.
Oh yeah, there you go. That's punishment to itself, I'm sure. 2 things here. First off, I say it every time it happens on the show, but I want to give even more love for it. Snowball makes every emoji on the channel. So Indy's new emoji, going back to all the old days, all of the emojis are from this channel and their creation. So Snowball is quite the artiste.
When am I going to get to make my own emojis for my own channel?
Yeah, I know. That's pretty crazy.
We gotta keep it. We gotta,
I guess.
Hit the sub, hit the likes.
If you're on X, if you're on YouTube on BG's channel, again,
come on over.
Simple. Other window, subscribe, or flick up on your phone.
Yeah.
Open YouTube at JetsWorldWide.
And you can read it at the top.
Subscribe.
Look at it. It's JetsWorldWide. It's right there. I highly recommend it. It comes with my highest recommendation. If that means anything to all the people that follow me on Twitter, the 18.3 thousand followers, or on YouTube, we're about to get 3 million views. Like, hey, everybody, JetsWorldWide, baby. That's where it's at. Make sure you guys subscribe. Take the extra love over there. And I'm glad that, and hey, breaking the fourth wall here, me, Johnny, and Snowball were talking before the show. I'm like, hey, should I stream it to my people? Like, could that be beneficial? We'll introduce JetsWorldWide to other people. It'll be on my channel, but hopefully we can bring some people over. And that's how Philly Noodles found it. So I'm glad we did that. And we'll have to do that every time I'm on the show to hopefully get you guys in front of other people. And someone mentioned it earlier. You guys deserve more clicks, subscriptions, downloads, and everything. But I think sometimes just getting you guys in front of audiences, and you guys handle the rest. As soon as you're introduced to people, they fall in love with you, and for good reason. So I appreciate y'all having me on the show.
Thank you very much. I am tired of being the best kept secret on YouTube.
Yeah, I know. What a title that is. I'm sure that's sweet, and the cards you receive. But come on, let's push you out of the closet, buddy.
And with that being said, this is JetsWorldWide, and we're out.
That's it. See ya. Take care. Have a great night.
Peace.
All the love.
Yeah. We started off as Titans, and now we're the Jets. The start of every season always starts with the sweats. Vinny T, Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, what's the deal? Don't even try to tell me that the curse ain't real. We're coming for you, run, nothing high. Snowballing Johnny Boy, it's Jets Worldwide. Why? Yeah, like and subscribe. But fumble, fail, Mary, choking Fitzpatrick. The end of every season is always tragic. Doug Bryant missed, everybody got pissed. Super Bowl seasons ended with just one twist. 15 years without the playoffs. Is Aaron Glenn legit? We're the friggin' New York Jets and we're built for the shit. We're coming